Welcome, everybody. Come on in. We're going to give a few minutes so the rest of the folks can come on in. But exciting day in the market, folks. Hey, everybody. What an exciting day in the market. Bitcoin going crazy. Welcome, Daniel. Welcome, Spencer 101. Welcome, Brian Rosas, if I'm saying that right. Welcome, Babylon Bear 03. We're going to give some more time for people to come on in. Exciting day in the market. And altcoins are ripping, man. Some of these altcoins are going crazy. Coleman, welcome. YouTube user. Hey, welcome in. Fud out of here. Welcome. Let's go. The bull market is a beautiful thing, isn't it, folks? It's just awesome. And when you look back at the bear market and you made it through, it feels so great. Especially if you bought the blood on the streets, your dollar cost averaging in, and then you have days like this where the market's moving and we're still in the early innings, folks. We are nowhere near the top from a macro perspective, a blow off top. The voice of faith, welcome from Germany. Victor Aguilar, welcome. John Carnes, welcome. John says Shiba, that is. Heijin, welcome from the Netherlands. SoFlo Digital, welcome. It's a great day, guys. Great day. Give one more minute for the rest of the folks to jump on in. Give some time for people to come on in. Daniel C., welcome. Jorge Valadez, welcome. Hello, feels good to be on the other side. Yeah, absolutely, Jorge, right? We make it through that bloody bear market, and then you enter into that beautiful green bull market. Carlos says, hi from New York. Welcome, Carlos. Monica, the crypto digger, welcome from Texas. Randy, welcome. Spencer says, I wasn't able to buy as much during the bear market, but I'm seeing more green now. Awesome. Hey, look, you do the best you can. I always say that as long as you're walking away with money in the bull market, you're making a profit, you've won. You've won. Put aside the lottery mindset that you need to make $10 million. Sometimes it takes years to grow your portfolio to that number. It's not impossible, but sometimes you just got to start off with tens of thousands walking away. Maybe next cycle you walk away with hundreds of thousands, and then future cycles, if you keep reinvesting, you can walk away with millions. I've seen people do that with their portfolios. Now, don't get me wrong, they take profits and they use some of that money to do what they want, but they reinvest some of it. So this crypto asset class is amazing. The volatility is incredible, but the volatility is a great feature, not a bug. It allows you to make a lot of, or I should say, great returns. All right, I think we got a lot of people in here now. Channel Q says, what up, Tony? Bump it. For sure. Bram Jensen, welcome from Holland. MJ says, Coinbase lost their SEC case. Let's see. Is that right? Did Coinbase lose something, or is that FUD? Coinbase SEC. Let's see here. I don't know if that's breaking news, but yeah, I don't hear or see anything here. Coinbase beats. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't see anything about Coinbase and the SEC. Anyway, let's kick it off and we can refresh and see what's going on. But just so you guys know, it's another sign of a bull market when Coinbase continues to go down. I mean, come on, Coinbase, use some of the $1 billion of revenue you are earning and have been earning over the years to improve your servers, man. Come on. This is ridiculous. How many bull market cycles? Anyway, guys, Bitcoin today blasted through 65,000, 66,000, and 67,000. Right now, it's cooling down, as you can see here, but this morning it went way past 67,000. Just crazy. In a matter of hours, folks, 65, 66, 67. I love it. This is the bull market. We are in it, and we are in phase two. And Bitcoin is about what, 3% away from all-time highs of $69,000. It hit, let's see, exactly in the last bull market. Well, this says 67, but it was actually 69. I don't know. CoinMarketCap is missing some data, but it was around 69,000. So it's very close to breaking the all-time highs. And of course, as I always share with you guys, that liquidity from Bitcoin, once Bitcoin has hit its overbought scenario, that liquidity will flow down to the altcoins. Usually starts with Ethereum and then it works its way down. In fact, we're seeing a huge amount of meme coins popping off. And let's look at the social media trends here for tokens that are seeing a lot of mentions on social media. This was updated 50 minutes ago. Bitcoin getting the lion's share, of course. That absolutely makes sense because it's pumping like crazy. But look at this. Number 2 is Shiba, a meme coin. I don't own Shiba, but if you're making money off of Shiba, then more power to you, right? Here, Phantom, number 3, positive sentiment overall. With dog with hat, another meme coin. I mean, come on, man. That is at number 4. Floki, another meme coin at number 5. Solana, also here at number 6. Litecoin, back from the dead, out of the grave. I don't know how many of you watched old school wrestling, but remember the Undertaker? And then when he would get knocked out, and then it would seem like he's dead, and he will pop up. And then, it was just great theater. I know wrestling's fake, but, it's just fun stuff. But Litecoin here, returning from the dead, BCH, it's number 8. But look at the negative sentiment. It has largely negative sentiment at 48.16. Polkadot popping up here in the top 10 at number 9. And Veracity here at number 10. So those are your top trending tokens on social media. So this pulls in Reddit, Twitter X, Facebook, all that jazz. But meme coins certainly continue to see rise. Now, folks, let's look at what is happening with retail. Is the Bitcoin price waking up retail? Right now, it seems like it is. Look at what Google Trends is saying here. It is showing a projection of a rise from February 25th through March 2nd. Now, there is a bit of a lag with the data, so we have to wait for confirmation. But as you can see here, it's projecting that it's going to, that it is rising. So retail is starting to wake up. And I actually put out a survey, or a poll, I should say, this morning. And I said, what price do you think the retail masses will turn bullish again on Bitcoin? Largely, the options were 80,000, 90,000, or 100,000. And a large amount of folks said here, 52.3% said 80,000 is when they will awaken, followed by 38.8% for 100,000, and then 90,000 at 8.9%. So the reason why I did this is many times there's a psychological barrier, right? Where people, when they see a certain number, they'd be like, oh man, it's time for me to jump back in. And I think, 80 makes sense given that the previous all-time high was 69, and in the 60s where, look, a lot of retail bought. But if they see that previous price that we hit the all-time high at, or where they bought, has been surpassed, they are willing to jump back in. So we'll see. We are seeing some retail waking up, but we're not in the true mania phase where people are going insane, right? If you've been here for multiple bull market cycles, you know what I'm talking about. It's still relatively quiet, but they're waking up, folks. And then I think meme coins are a great indication of that. I am personally waiting for XRP to move. It's one of the altcoins that has not moved as yet, but I have been taking profits on certain altcoins, such as, let me pull it up here for you guys, such as FET. Many of you who've been following me for years, I took a position on FET and Render and, these AI coins. And I talked about it in December 2020 or 2022, excuse me. So FET has been running. So I took profits on that and some other altcoins. So, it's up to you what your strategy is. I'm taking some profits, not on all coins, but just some. Fed, I had to. I was up over 536%. So, things are heating up, folks. And let's talk a bit more about Bitcoin. Here, BlackRock's Bitcoin spot ETF surpasses $1 billion in trading volume for the sixth consecutive day. The ETFs are this giant vacuum sucking up all the Bitcoin in the market. It's amazing to see this happen. And with Bitcoin's price pumping, $69 million worth of Bitcoin shorts were liquidated in the past 24 hours. I don't know why people are trying to short this market. I've been calling for a small pullback, right? We have to have a pullback because the price is ripping and it's not sustainable to do this. At some point, it has to pull back. Maybe it rejects somewhere around here, which is fine. But I'm not saying the party is over or the bull market's over. It just has to pull back to build support levels, then continue to run up. But some people are thinking like, I'm going to short the hell out of Bitcoin. That's probably not a smart idea. You're going to get wrecked. And look, I don't use leverage. I buy spot and I swing trade the market. So I'll buy the lows and then sell the highs based on chart analysis. And that's in the micro. So it may be over a month, it may be over 2 months. So for example, many of you know I took a position on XRP at 55 cents and I plan to sell it at $1.30 based on the Fibonacci model and showing that, in this retracement move, it could hit around $1.35 or so. So that's a small swing trade. I have my long-term whole XRP bags that I'm not selling right now. I'm going to wait till new all-time highs. And I've done the same for Solana and others, Cardano as well. It just depends where they're at on the chart and, has the liquidity hit them as yet. So there's multiple ways to make money in this market, but avoid leverage trading, please, guys. It's you could get wrecked if you don't know what you're doing. Now, many of you remember the European Central Bank, the ECB, tweeted out how Bitcoin is going to zero. It's a horrible investment about 11 days ago. And now Bitcoin has reached an all-time high versus the euro. So the haters are coming out. Here's one guy who went on CNBC this morning. He's like ripping on it. He's like, there's still no use case. Sheep are being led to the slaughter and yada, yada. He sounds like the same old boomer talking points. But dude, you're going to go against BlackRock and Fidelity and all these big institutions who are here now. It's not even about the cypherpunks or retail anymore. It's about the institutions. So incredible what is taking place, folks. Let's see here. Just a heads up, folks, be sure to donate to John Deaton for Senate, who's running against Elizabeth Warren, who is one of the most corrupt politicians out there. She's working with Gary Gensler. They're both trying to stop crypto. Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano, he tweeted yesterday that he donated the full amount, the maximum amount that he could to John. So please support if you can. You can go to DeatonForSenate.com. So be sure to support John, guys. Let's see. People are reporting Coinbase is still crashing. So if you're seeing a zero balance on your Coinbase account, be sure to refresh and just know what's going on. Let's see if there's anything else going on here. Coinbase crashes again. There's some people talking about how Coinbase lost the SEC lawsuit, but let me refresh to see what's going on. Yeah, there you go. Tweets are coming after Brian Armstrong and Coinbase. 360 Trader said here, Coinbase going down during price runs is unacceptable. Get your shit together, Brian Armstrong. See, you made me swear. People are getting pissed out there. But it's amazing to see what's happening, folks. Incredible stuff. Oh, man. Coinbase, Brian Armstrong going to get roasted today. What's this? Oh, BlackRock and Fidelity now hold 269,417 Bitcoin, worth over $17.8 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. Folks, if you told me in 2020 that this was going to happen, I wouldn't believe you. Even if a Bitcoin ETF was launched, I probably wouldn't have believed these numbers. This is incredible stuff. Let's see. Daniel Reiser says, this guy sold the news at 50K. Yes, I did, Daniel. But you got to give context. What have I been saying? I'm selling what I bought in December 2022 to make my swing trade. but I have my long-term hold bag, which I'm holding for new all-time highs. I'm have a plan to start selling at 90K, then 100K, then over 100K. So uh I'm walking away with money. You can laugh at me, you can make fun of me, but I walked away with money, dude. So do what's best for you. But I was just saying, historically, what we've seen from Bitcoin, even like back in 2019, it rallied similar to what it's doing here, but then it topped out at the 618 and then corrected and then slow and steadily rise up. And that's how it's been operating. But Bitcoin is doing something different this year, right? Going way ahead of schedule, pumping significantly. But that's okay. I sold here. I'm not losing sleep. I'm not sad. I walked away with money. Please understand that. Um, Mark Savage says, let's go. John Karn says, go, John Deaton. John Carton says, Michael Saylor's mom used to work with my mom at a retail store. Wow, John, that's a story, man. That's incredible. Let's see here. Baylor Bear 03 says, you were the first crypto channel I ever followed. I wish XRP would have worked out. I sold my bag and put it into more profitable coins. Baylor, that's totally fine. Here's the thing that people misunderstand, and this is the problem with XRP maximalist channels, because they tell people like to only invest in XRP and that XRP is going to take over the world. And they set these unrealistic expectations and people forget to diversify. Guys, I have XRP. I know it hasn't performed as well, but I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have Solana, I have FET token, I have Render, I have Cardano. And when they pop off, I take profits. So I'm not losing sleep over XRP. And guys, I hope that you diversify. Obviously, don't spread yourself too thin, but never put all your eggs in one basket. It's just simple investment principles. And once again, I understand that certain influencers and crypto XRP channels have been, really pushing XRP to a point where they blind people from diversifying, and it's really sad. And I know some people are like really upset that the XRP is not moving. I think it will move eventually, but who knows what level of gains it's going to have, right? This is why you diversify. And like for example, on a day like today, even if XRP is not pumping, my Bitcoin bags are pumping. So I hope you guys understand the approach you have to take here. No feelings or emotions, no conspiracy theories, no fancy stories. What's the market telling us, and what is the charts telling us, right? That's a big component as well. Let's see. Jeff says HBAR ecosystem is doing nicely. Dovu, the carbon credit, is really interesting. Yeah, I am so bullish on HBAR, guys. They are doing some amazing things. HBAR, I think, has been doing well on the charts as well. It's currently at, what is it, 11 cents here. I think this is one of those long-term projects where, it could do really well. So if you look at the charts here, right, it still has ways to rally, to do a retracement from the all-time high in 2021. So HBAR has got room to move, guys, and I hold this in my portfolio. Like I said, I'm diversified. It's making some moves here, but still has some ways to go for the retracement. So here, not financial advice, not financial advice, not financial advice. For example, if I wanted to swing trade this, I could buy some HBAR right here, and then put the Fibonacci model on the charts, and put a sell target. I don't know what, 30 something cents. I'm guesstimating right now, and then make a nice swing trade profit. Or I can hold whatever I have and wait for new all-time highs. So I hope you understand how I'm approaching this. Let's see here. Martin Janish, why take profit though we haven't even seen the parabolic moves for all altcoins? Martin, because like I said, my strategy, and it's not for everybody. I have a swing trade bag and I have a long-term hold bag. So my long-term hold bag is massively larger than my swing trade bag. The swing trade bag allows me to make real faster returns, and I compound that money and keep reinvesting it. And obviously, I pull out profits, and you obviously have to pay taxes. It's short-term capital gains, but I'm still walking away with money. And I hope you guys understand what I'm doing there, right? It's two separate strategies. I have the majority of my crypto ready for all-time highs later this year, 2025. Right now, the market's ripping. I'm using it as an opportunity to make additional capital, because coins don't move up in a straight line. At some point, they're going to move up, reject, build support levels, right? So in that move up, you can make some quick returns. So you obviously need to understand how to recharge to do it, right? So when I bought Bitcoin down here, December 2022, a little bit in January 2023, and then I sold at the 618 in at about 48K, 50K, I walked away with nice profits. That did not affect my long-term holdbacks. Please understand that. I'm not selling the Bitcoin I bought at 3K and 2K, right? Please understand what I'm saying. I think the context is important. That Bitcoin is sitting on a hardware wallet. It has not been moved. So please understand. And the same for altcoins, right? So like FET, I took some profits off of that. And I still have some that I'm going to sell at all-time highs. And look, when FET decides to correct and pull back, I'll buy some more and add it to the long-term holdback. At the end of the day, once again, I am walking away with profit, with money. And I'm not trying to make $100 million. I have to have realistic expectations. I am walking away with, don't get me wrong, good amount of money, but um, that's my strategy. Like I said, if you want to just hodl, that's totally fine. That's a great strategy as well. It's the safer strategy. But if you know how to read the charts and you know what you're doing, you know how to you follow some great analysts, you could swing trade. So please understand where I'm coming from with that. Caesar Dumay, hope all is well with you, Tony. Thanks for joining, man. Let's see here. Candace Stevens says, took my financial advisor a month to get us a Bitcoin ETF. So frustrating. Thank goodness we have a long-term bag since 2016. Yeah, Candace, a lot of these financial advisors are still getting onboarded, and many of them still are hesitant. I'll give a personal example. I have a financial advisor that me and my wife use, where we invest in traditional assets. Guess what? When I told him about Bitcoin the first time, he could care less. And he actually had some negative things to say. But that's okay. I think people are going to get educated about it over time. And these ETFs are really going to open the door or break down the door for many of these RIAs and wealth managers to offer it. And the education has to happen. They're not just going to jump in right away, because when they have been, not able to touch this thing for so long, and they've been in other assets, it's a bit hard to sell for them. But with BlackRock and Fidelity and Bitwise and all these guys marketing it and bringing it up, I think it's going to work out where a lot of them are going to jump in. Let's see here. Caesar Dumay says, Pepe is moving as well. Yeah, meme coins are going wild, man. Let's refresh the sentiment data as far as social trends, because there's usually a high correlation with these social media mentions and the price. So it looks the same. Floki, Whiff, Shiba number 2. Yeah, still the same all coins or meme coins. And then you have Bitcoin leading, of course, right now, sentiment wise. Incredible stuff, guys. Let's see what is happening with Coinbase. There's tons of stuff being mentioned. Looks like the same thing. Nothing new. They've just been crashing. People are upset. Interesting. Folks, don't forget to check out our sponsors. Uphold, great crypto exchange where you can buy Bitcoin and all the top altcoins. You can also trade precious metals on here, such as gold, silver, palladium, platinum. They also have stable coins. They're available in 150 countries. They have a lot of fiat currencies that they support. So, like, for example, you can buy Bitcoin, XRP, ETH, ADA, HBAR, many more. It's a great platform I've been using for years. Also, check out VeChain, one of the top enterprise-grade blockchains out there. They're partnering with Boston Consulting Group, BMW, PwC, Givenchy, building incredible Web3 applications. And I'm a VET token holder. I have been for years. So be sure to check out those sponsors. Link in the description. Let's see here. What else is going on in the news? Quick, if you guys can show in the comment, do you think Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 by the halving? It's possible. It's not likely, but it's possible. What do you guys think? Baylor Bear says $3,600 ETH. Ooh, ETH is ripping. So you see, guys, because I'm diversified, as Bitcoin and ETH and so forth are moving, my portfolio is increasing. So I'm not solely in one token. Um, and that's the great thing, that you can diversify a bit so that you reduce the risk, and you can make money on different tokens. So look, ETH is moving to that retracement level as well. So it's already moving up, right? And that's why I was just showing with H bar, it didn't move up yet to that retracement level. So ETH moving as well. Man, it'd be incredible if we saw a $10,000 ETH. This bull market cycle is at all-time high. Hex Softball says $73,355 Bitcoin before the halving. That would be amazing. I'll take that. Land surveyor Matt says SafeMoon is the real ETH killer. SafeMoon is dead, man. Jorge Valada says no way afterwards. Okay, afterwards for $100,000 Bitcoin. Harbinger X14 says, I haven't even gone to work yet, and I've already made more money than I will working this week. I know, man, right? You know, there's memes out there when the price is pumping and you call your boss, like, you know, anything the boss says, you reply, what did you say? Man, I remember that movie, The Wolf of Wall Street, where Jonah Hill's character calls and says he quits his job because he's going to go work for what's the guy's name? Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and because he's going to make a lot of money. Biz 914 says, long time listener, first time caller. I just want to thank you and what you do, and I'm always here to pick up all the gems you drop. Appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for your support, and I hope everybody makes a really nice profit this bull market cycle. Once again, don't have the lottery mindset that you need to walk away with bazillion dollars. If you are walking away with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands, look, even if some of you make millions, God bless, you're walking away with money. And once again, even if it's tens of thousands of dollars, you walked away with money. And that's the important thing. You got a nice return on your investment. Obviously, I want all of you to make as much money as possible, but it's relative to where you got into the market, what's your entry price, and which tokens you're holding, right? And when did you buy? So just understand that you're going to see a lot of people post, oh, I made $5 million. Okay, that's okay. If you didn't make $5 million, if you made some good money, be happy. I've learned that, and this is why I don't, try to overhype things, and I make sure I stay humble and take profits where possible and so forth. All right, let's see what Bitcoin is doing here. Still consolidating below $66,000. I'm hoping it can break the all-time high of 69 today, man. That would be incredible. But yeah, let's see. It's going to consolidate a little bit here. Maybe then it blasts through, or maybe it just consolidates for a few days, and then later this week it starts to pump again. All right, let's see here if there's anything happening in the news. Anything else about Coinbase? Peter Schiff is just big mad, man. He just continues to talk about Bitcoin, and he's so angry. He's so angry. And of course, he's getting roasted. Okay, we got some news from Eric Balchunas, who I interviewed just last week. He says the 10 Bitcoin ETFs, a virtual lock to clock their second biggest volume day today. So it looks like the big bump in trading activity last week was more new normal than an anomaly. Folks, I think this is just going to continue to grow and grow and grow because as I was mentioning earlier, these RIAs and the wealth managers are going to get educated. And we're just at the tip of the iceberg with many of them now getting exposure to Bitcoin, now learning about it. So it's amazing what's taking place. Truly, truly incredible. And this bull market cycle is going to be so awesome. Now, folks, don't forget, take profits. Make sure you're paying attention to the market cycles because there will be a top. There will be a top, a blow off top, and then we will go back into another bear market. Let's see here. $3,600 ETH. Coinbase. Yeah, everybody's talking about Coinbase now, seeing zero balances. Oh man, the memes are coming out. Oh man, incredible, incredible. Crypto Twitter is so much fun, man. Um, this analyst here is pretty good. Shardy B. Folks have a pseudonymous profile, but his calls have been incredible, and he covers the stock market as well. So I've done some really good trading off of some of his analysis, really legit stuff. So I recommend you guys go follow Shardy B on Twitter. Bitcoin continuing, man. All right, see some comments. If you guys got questions, you can drop them in here. Roizen, new post on court listener for the Coinbase case. Haven't bought it on Pacer as I'm not a US base going on. Oh, okay. John Carn says, when will Shiba Inu get an ETF like Bitcoin? Just kidding. I'm on. Well, John, on that topic, it just depends on what the SEC decides to do with Ethereum. Because once the door is open for the altcoins via Ethereum, I think we're going to see altcoin baskets. Look, as crazy as it sounds, there will be a meme coin ETF basket. And look, there might be individual ones like Dogecoin. As crazy as it sounds, speculators are going to speculate, right? The market's going to do what's going to do. Would I invest in that? No, but if people who want to invest in it, go for it. You know what I mean? Carlos says, lesson learned from 2021. Right now, I'm taking my initial investment at least. Carlos, very smart. And don't let anybody guilt trip you or criticize you. Do what's best for you and your family, guys. Do what's best for you and your family. I've learned that everybody's situation is different. Everybody comes from a different walk of life. As long as you're walking away with money, you are good. Mike B says, what do you think about VeChain getting to 50 cents? Man, if VeChain gets to 50 cents, I would be so happy. I would be so happy because I've got a vet token bag, guys, and I think it's possible, man. Last market cycle, some people are calling for, $1 and so forth. And look, it made it to, what was it, 20 something, 25 cents. Guys, it could easily do that. Look, it's not even at its retracement level yet, right? So I think it could certainly do 50 cents. I don't think that's impossible. Now, beyond 50 cents, it becomes less probable, right? But what we're seeing in this market with these ETF buying and the liquidity, I don't know, almost some of these price points might seem very likely. Let's see. Harbinger says, in the past, there was tons of Bitcoin available when the halving occurred, which is why I presume it took a few months for price to pump. This time, when the halving hits, there will be very little. Yeah, absolutely. Great point. It's a supply and demand shock. And look, the Bitcoin is being bought at an amazing pace and the supply getting cut, not to mention, I think, what is it? 93% of Bitcoin has been mined. Some has been lost, and you have just a bunch of different whales are still holding. They have been holding for years upon years. They have not moved their Bitcoin. What, what is this? Eric Balchunas from Bloomberg says the shit is about to hit the fan. What's going on? What? Oh, like what, sir? Um, yeah, Coinbase getting destroyed. Let's see. Anything else? Kaleo is a great analyst. Said, I just quit my job to go full time into crypto. um, incredible stuff, man. Okay, no new news on Coinbase. Let me just double check here. I don't know. Any of you guys seeing zero balances on your Coinbase accounts? Another indicator, and I talked about it in yesterday's podcast, we're seeing a lot of Bitcoin is leaving exchanges. That's a great sign in the bull market because it means the Bitcoin is leaving the exchanges, not being brought onto the exchanges to be sold. Usually, when we're approaching the top, that's when you see the inflows of Bitcoin into the exchanges. I'm sure you guys have heard this from other analysts, but it is one of the indicators you want to look at. So, record number of Bitcoin is leaving the exchanges. Some of that is ETF buying, of course, but overall, in the past cycles, we've seen large amounts of Bitcoin leaving, whales buying and pulling it off the exchange. And then when it's near the euphoria blow off top, they put it back on the exchange and then they start selling. So we're still early, guys. Babylor Beer says, any new projects you like? Just the AI coins like FET and Render. Those have been my big bet for this market cycle, but I haven't looked into any others. I feel like sometimes I'm spread a little thin. It's okay. I'm making money. I don't think I have any major losses or anything like that. Um, but yeah, AI coins. Dot Kid says VeChain doesn't have DeFi, so may not reach 50 cent. Dot Kid, here's the thing though. There's the liquidity flow in the speculation layer, which could drive it to that, and it's getting a lot of adoption. Like for example, they partner with Boston Consulting Group, and they're building some really big things. So they're getting the adoption and partnerships, right? Which is can really impact the price, especially in a bull market, and not to mention the liquidity flow, down to from Bitcoin down to the altcoins. Mike B says, what are you thinking about NFTs? So I believe NFTs are going to awaken later in the cycle. We saw yesterday there was an NFT that sold for like $6.9 million or something like that. So we're starting to see a little bit of resurgence, but it's not the mania phase. Here it is. Yeah. So here, this CryptoPunk NFT was just bought for $16 million. Our NFTs back. So I think we're starting to see a little mention of NFTs, but it'll start to rally again. Let's see what Google Trends is saying. As I need to remove Bitcoin actually. NFTs over the past 90 days. Yeah, not much activity coming in from retail and searches. Let's try 12 months again. Yeah, so there's a little bit of steam picking up here, but nothing significant for us to be like, oh, it's NFTs are back. But when you have stuff like this, it's going to make the news. It's going to awaken people. I don't own any NFTs, guys. Not that there's anything wrong with them. I want NFTs that unlock utility, not just collectibles. I'm not so much into the collectible market. But if the NFTs give me benefits and perks, I'm for it because then I can even open up a secondary market where I can lend out those NFTs and do different things. So that's how I'm looking at it. Mike B says, if Doge can go from 4 cents to 70, Vet can do it. Yeah, absolutely. Babylon Bear says, miners are getting ready for the halving for sure. Max Power says, any idea why miners are selling off while Bitcoin is pumping? Max Power, when you say these, do you mean the stock prices of public miners, or are you talking about Bitcoin? Can you clarify that? Exceptional Life says, what about holding Pepe? Guys, unfortunately, I don't have any major bags for meme coins. They are the riskiest a part of the altcoin market. I do have a little bit of Doge in full transparency, but I am not swing trading it. I'm not investing in it. It's just not for me. Now, if you are following it closely and you're watching the charts and you're making money, like I said, more power to you. So just be careful though. It's the most riskiest aspect of the altcoin market. Let's see. Max Power says, yes, the stock prices of public miners. I think it's the larger trend of the stock market right now. We're seeing a cool down on the stock markets a little bit. I'm not saying a dump or anything. If Trading View would work here. Why is it not refreshing, man? Come on. Let me try to refresh here. Yeah, there's a little bit of consolidation in the stock market. Once again, nothing to be concerned about, but I think it's the mining stocks are not moving as great because of that cooldown, but who knows? The DXY is going down, so that's great for risk assets. I think the mining stocks are going to rise later this year. I do have some excuse me, Bitcoin mining stocks. I have Riot and so forth. I have Coinbase. Coinbase has obviously been ripping. I took some profits on Coinbase stock. So once again, guys, I say these things because I'm diversified and I'm making money on both sides because, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Jeff says miners have liabilities to meet. That may be one of the multiple factors. Yeah, agreed, Jeff. I think that's a great point because many of them are ramping up to mine as much before the Bitcoin halving, and their costs are probably insane right now. The energy costs and all the resources. Obviously, they're going to make money, as the bull market cycle continues and Bitcoin's price continues to improve. But to your point, the revenues are probably not going to be great right now. And then I think there's also a little bit of sell pressure from the stock market cooling down a bit. Let's see here. There's other questions. Miguel says, hi, everyone. XRP, what is really happening? Can you reply? Thanks. Miguel, XRP is still waiting on its move. Let's pull up the charts here. It's retracement move like the other altcoins. It just hasn't done it yet. Let's look at where we're at with the Fibonacci on here. Oh, I got to get out the 1 hour. That's what's been going on. Okay. So let's look at this. It hasn't moved significantly. Obviously, it's been in a bit of an uptrend since the bottom of December 2022 and so forth, but it hasn't rallied up as yet, which I have a trade set. I bought some at 55 cents. This is my swing trade bag, not my long-term hold bag. And I plan to sell at the 618, which is about $1.35. So we just have to be patient. And this is where you have to look at the charts and understand the liquidity flow. It's jumping from coins to coins, right? And meme coins are having their turn right now. Historically, we have seen XRP move last, so maybe it's the last to go. But we'll see. It is moving, not as significant as the other altcoins. But this is why, Miguel, please diversify, right? Today, regardless of my XRP holdings not doing that great, my Bitcoin holdings are doing well. My Ethereum holdings are doing well. So you got to diversify, my friend. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up at 2:30. I have to hop for a meeting, but be sure to subscribe. Be sure you are follow me on all the social platforms: Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of that jazz. Also, check out our sponsors, Uphold, as well as VeChain. Links in the description. Guys, exciting times. I wish you all the best of luck in this market cycle that is still, this bull market cycle, I should say, that is still in its early innings. And, be sure you take profits. And it looks like Bitcoin is back over 67,000 again. Here we go. It is running, man. Maybe we hit that all-time high today, which would just be over 69,000. Jeff says, great work. Keep it up. Miguel says, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support. Once again, I hope all of you make a really nice return. Once again, that could just be tens of thousands of dollars, but that's okay. You are winning if you are walking away with a profit. We don't want to lose money. We want to make money. And, if this is your first cycle, just be careful out there. When everyone is talking about Bitcoin and crypto, that is usually the time to sell. Make sure you're following this podcast. I will give indications of what I'm doing. Follow other analysts and chartists as well, such as Blockchain Backer, Alessio Rastani, and many others who do great chart analysis, because the charts will tell you when it's, approximation of when to sell and obviously when to buy as well. So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Let's see here. Tony needs some OG gold necklaces, says Corey. Yeah, I need some Cuban links, right? Mike B, God bless you. God bless you as well, man. Desire Tiny says, thoughts on Salama meme coin? Do you mean Solana? Caesar Mason says, keep hodled for sure. John Carms, thanks for the talk. Yeah, guys, exciting times. And look, expect volatility. there will be a sharp pullback. Just be prepared for that. Don't be I can't talk. Don't be shook out. There will be a sharp correction, but we're still relatively early in the market cycle. I think we're in phase 2. We still got phase 3. And let's see if Bitcoin's going to break that all-time high today, folks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. All right, folks, that's it. Going to wrap it up. Thank you. And I'll talk to you all later.